take a minute, close your eyes and take a deep breath. And so often there's fear of this and fear of that, and no, I won't, and yes, you should. We can let go of I want, I should, and go into I remember. I remember when I was a higher dimensional being. We, the Pleiadians, we are the ones that are able to perceive what is coming before it gets there. And we can easily address ourselves so that we look very human, except that we're much taller than most humans. And if a human is really wanting to contact with us, we will assist them. One of our jobs is to teach them to remember their interdimensional communication skills. Then they could, and many have, communicate with the galactics, the fifth-dimensional galactics who have sworn to assist poor Gaia. I'm sure a lot of you are Pleiadians. The Pleiadians are the most humans. There's a lot of Pleiadians that you bump into at the grocery store, but you just don't know it. There's a lot of Pleiadians just walking around, helping out. And if you see those things that kind of look like, wow, that looks like a starship, it's a Pleiadian starship. You know, they're the waker-uppers.
One of the things that I got was that they are doing kind of like analysis work in the mental energy of people. So they'll go around to populated places like, grocery stores, for example, or different parts in the city, and they are analyzing the energy fields, both mentally and beyond the mental energy fields too. Because Sue, you once said this, in that Pleiadians build energy fields, so they're very familiar with what that's like on Earth and how these fields change. So maybe you'd like to talk a little bit about that.
What I'm getting from the Pleiadians is that we're used to things being a certain way. Humans are. And that certain way is going to change. And we think things are changing fast now. This is nothing. And one of the things that is going to change is that people are going to have to face the fact that humans, third-dimensional humans, are not the most evolved beings. But all of these humans, they do have a higher self. So they do have a higher dimensional component of their selves. And that is what the key is. As more and more humans begin to realize, wait a second, there is a higher dimension of reality. I want to go there. I'm going to pretend I'm going there. I'm going to write a book about going there. I'm going to talk to a friend about going there. More and more people are there that have been there before.
There's an importance behind our individual remembering and our collective remembering, because in ancient times, ancient years on Gaia, we could talk about this with Atlantis, Lemuria, however far back you want to go. There was an ancient pact that the Galactics made with the Earth and with the people on Earth. So our relation to the star beings and whatever else is out there, this predates a long, long time before this lifetime. And so we're remembering that, oh, wait a minute, no, we asked you to be here. We used to have meetings with you. This used to be normal. This used to be an everyday thing. And then we forgot.
How did we forget? It's not like a bad thing. What happened with the galactics, especially the Pleiadians? The Pleiadians, they were like some of the first ones on. The Arcturians, they were more of the protectors on the outer side. But the Pleiadians were the pre-humans. We're the closest to the Pleiadians. And so the Pleiadians are the first ones and the most ones that come to Earth because the humans can accept them more because they feel human. The Pleiadians are very humanoid looking, and so they don't have to adjust themselves too much. They're not here to say, okay, all the rich and famous, okay, we're going to take you on the ships and, we're going to fix it all up. No. One of the very, very first things that humanity has to do is they need to go fix up Gaia. And every single thing that they did wrong, they need to go back and fix it. That's what humans need to do. Because right now, Gaia would like to ascend into the higher frequencies, but there's so much fear and anger and trash and past and wars, and she's too heavy. It's like she's got too much weight, and she wants to ascend. She's ready to ascend, and she wants to take her humanoids with us. But that means that the humanoids need to grow up. And I think there's more and more all the time. And fear is our biggest challenge, our biggest enemy. Our biggest enemy is fear. Because we're going to be moving into the unknown. And the unknown is what frightens people. And maybe that's part of this whole virus and all of this horrible things that have been going on. This is all unknown. It was completely unknown. Maybe this is our wind-up. Are we going to be frightened, or are we going to get to the core of this and fix it? We Pleiadians have the challenge of spreading hope, love, and light. Hope, love, and light. And if fear comes in, you give it love. And if hope comes in, you feed it. You yes. And if light comes in, you stand in the light and you open your arms and you look up to the sky and you say, I'm ready for your light. I am ready to remember my own higher dimensional self. And I am ready to send love into fear.